one of the core principles, one of the absolute core principles is you have to plan your food. Why? So you plan your food on the Elemental You plan the night before because you're sane. You're thinking about tomorrow. What's your day look like? What do you have going on? Do you have a play date? Are you going to be home? Is your husband coming home for dinner? Are you going out? You know what your day looks like. So you decide in your sane brain, based on the prescription of the diet, what you're going to eat tomorrow, and you plan it. And then you eat it. Again, there's a freedom involved. You've already decided. It's in your refrigerator. You've planned it, or you know where you're going. And then it's done. So you're never put in a position to allow yourself choice at the moment. Because from past experience, when you're in the moment, you don't make the best choices. You start manipulating in your mind, well, how many times were you here? Well, I'm not going to eat so much, I'm feeling kind of fat, so I'm going to eat less lunch. I'm just not feeling hungry, so I'm going to have a little less lunch. And so you eat a little less lunch, and then all of a sudden it's 4 o'clock and you're hungry. And one of your colleagues is bringing around donuts. Well, I didn't have that much lunch, but I'm on a diet, so I shouldn't have that donut. And you go back and forth, and you're thinking, well, I'll have a half a donut. So you eat the half a donut, and then you eat the whole donut, and then you eat another donut, but you're not going to have any dinner. But then dinner comes around, and it's like, well, I ate those donuts, so I shouldn't have dinner, but I'm hungry. So you have dinner, and then you have seconds, and then you're like, screw it, I'll start tomorrow, and so you eat the rest of the night. And that was your life before eYou. Every day. Every day that was your life. I could say that unequivocally because it's true for all my girls. Every day that's what you did. So you plan your food and you eat what you said, no matter what. Not one bite less, not one bite more, and you never have to think about it again. So you eat, your lunch comes around, I'm not that hungry, too bad. You eat your whole lunch, hungry or not, and then when that donut comes around, it doesn't even occur to you because you're full from lunch and it's not on your plan, so you can't have that donut. And dinner comes around and you're hungry for dinner and you eat your dinner. So it's all, you're deciding, but you're deciding when you're sane, not in the moment. Because if you could decide in the moment, you would have never been fat in the first place. People who can decide the right thing to eat at the moment aren't fat people. We're fat people. That's why we have to decide in our sanity based on our, on an eating plan that we decided worked for us. So I'm not saying there's no choice. You chose this plan. The plan works for you. You're choosing the foods you like. You might choose steak, potato, and broccoli. I might choose tofu, stir fry, and brown rice. I'm choosing, but you're choosing when you're sane, and then you just follow through on it. Just like scheduling anything in your life. When you were in college, same thing. You knew you had certain classes at certain times and certain amount of homework, and you just did it. It's not like you decided at the moment, oh, should I do this homework or not? You have to plan. You plan for work, you plan for school. You have to plan for your food. If you didn't have to plan for your food, you wouldn't be fat. Well, you're not fat anymore. You wouldn't have been a fat person. So just remember, it's very important that you plan your food and then you follow through on it.